Hey besties, so I hope you all are having an amazing day. So I am really excited for today's video. So I have been searching through Reddit for some good stories to read you guys, and I found some extremely triggering parent-child drama in my The A-Hole stories. These are some of the top stories for the week, so you guys have to help me be the judge and let me know who's the a-hole, the parents or their kid. Also, you have to stay to the end if you want to see the final results to my latest resin creation. So this one started out as a resin fail, but I decided to make a new lid for this cake container. So you guys have to let me know what you think about the final results. All right, besties, so without further ado, let's get into the first story. For this one, I've only read the title in the comments, but based on what I'm hearing, it's gonna be pretty triggering, and I'm trying to figure out how OP isn't the a-hole. So this one is called, Am I the a-hole for telling my mom and dad that they have to get their noses pierced if they ever want to see my daughter again? Sure seems like that would be an a-hole move, but what do I know? Okay, here we go. My husband and I traveled down to Mexico to visit my family. I'm an American citizen and my mom and dad are not. My mom and dad got my daughter earrings for her birthday, and my daughter's ears are not pierced and she's only 1 year old. I told them that I would save them for her until she was old enough to get her ears pierced. So we left my daughter with my parents while we went to meet up with some friends, and when we went to pick up my daughter, my mom showed us that we didn't need to wait because she had taken my daughter to get her ears pierced. Okay, wait a minute. I'm getting triggered already. Like, what the hell? Who are these people? Let me finish. I got my daughter and dragged my husband out of there before he lost his shit. We went back to our hotel. At this point, I'm furious. My husband said that my parents are not allowed to spend alone time with my daughter ever again. And I took it even further. I said that I would not be bringing her or any other kids that we might have down to see my parents ever again. We checked out from the hotel 3 days early and then went home. On the way home, my parents were calling me to see when we were coming over. I ignored all the calls and texts until we were back home in Phoenix. We took a couple of days to think things over and cool down. I finally called them and asked them not to speak until I was done talking. I told them that my husband and I were very upset at them for getting our daughter's ears pierced without our permission. I told them that we went back home and probably wouldn't be visiting them for a while. They said that my sister and I both had our ears pierced when we were babies and that it didn't hurt us. I told them that there was nothing that they could say that would make us change our minds. And then they had the nerve to try and get everyone involved, including my grandmother. They had her call me to say that I was being ridiculous. I talked with my husband and we came up with a compromise. We agreed that we would resume visits, but not alone time. And the only requirement from them was that they both get their noses pierced. Of course, they said that we were being stupid and that they were not going to do that. And I said, no problem, and hung up. We've started blocking everyone and anyone who tries to call us and give us shit for denying my parents their right to see my daughter. So are we wrong? Hell no, they're not wrong. This is absolutely ridiculous. Those parents were completely out of line for what they did. I 100% side with OP. And honestly, they're pretty lucky that they're even offering to let them get any time with the kids ever. I just don't know how OP would ever be able to trust her parents around her kids again. So for me, no, OP is definitely not the a-hole, and the parents are like 9 out of 10 a-holes? I mean, maybe I'm going too high. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. But they are so out of line for what they did. So you guys have to let me know in the comments, what a-hole rating would you give these guys? Because I am beyond triggered right now. So let me get into the next story so that I can calm down a little bit. Okay, so this next one is actually really short and it's a little bit triggering for me because it sounds like something that my parents would have done. So you guys have to let me know, whose side are you on, the mom or the daughter? Am I wrong for telling my mom that I would move out before I paid her $600 a month in rent? So I'm 25 years old and I was paying $60 a week for rent for a few years. I recently started a new job and it pays pretty decent. So this morning, my mom texted me to say, rent starts up again, now $150 a week. I just told her that I would move out. I already pay for my own meals. I only have a small bedroom to call my own in their house. I mean, for that cost, I can rent a studio apartment 3 or 4 times the size of my room for just a few $100s more. Or I could at least rent a room with friends for less than my mom is trying to charge me. I mean, it would be one thing if they cooked and cleaned for me every day and I was raking up their bills, but I don't even do that. I do my own thing, I pay my own bills, and I never really even cross paths with my parents aside from when I get off of work. My mom's definitely pissed that I said that, and I can tell. But I'm also upset that the person who birthed me is trying to get me to pay what I would pay a landlord for rent just to sleep in her house. Even at 100 a week, I would be more inclined to be okay with it. But 600 a month just to be able to sleep at my parents' house seems a little bit high. If I'm paying $600 a month, I think I would deserve my own spaces around the house. At this point, it seems like having a landlord would be a better deal for me anyways. So am I wrong? Okay, so no, obviously OP is not the a-hole. A little naive and airheaded, maybe, but not an a-hole. I get why she doesn't want to have to pay $600 a month to live with her parents, and maybe it's a good time to move out. I mean, she's 25. For me, I almost want to say that there's no a-holes here, but the mom gets like a 2 out of 10 for me. Mainly because she was ever mad to begin with when her daughter said that she wanted to move out. Like, I could get behind if she was trying to raise the rent to make her daughter see that she probably should move out at this age, but for her to be mad that her daughter didn't want to pay it, that's just messed up. The mom has every right to charge her daughter rent, and the daughter has every right to move out. Although I do think that she might be a little bit surprised to see how much more expensive it is living on your own. She probably doesn't even realize all of the things that her parents are paying for right now. But we all gotta grow up at some point, so this is gonna be good for her. So you guys have to let me know in the comments, whose side are you on, the mom or the daughters? I think it's just best for them to peacefully part ways and just enjoy their mother-daughter relationship from different homes at this point. But anyways, guys, these are the final results to my latest gold cake container. So I am loving these final results. I know I might have overdid the gold a little bit, but guys, sometimes gold just hits the best when it's not paired with any other colors. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the final results, and drop some gold emojis to let me know that you're a true supporter. All right, besties, thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you in the next video. Stay kind, stay amazing, and keep on resonating. Peace.